So last night reminded me of a song, and y'all know I can't sing, but you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You gotta count your blessings or your money when you sitting at the table. So anyway, so last night I'm down here in Biloxi, Mississippi with some of my family members on one of our adult trips. And we're at the casino. So I'm sitting at the table. I'm up 480 from where I started. I'm up 480 at the craps table. And, you know, had a good run with this person, had a good run with the person next. The guy who was throwing, he had a first good roll. And I'm winning. But then my instinctive gut, that brain, that power chakra, was saying, get up from the table, get up from the table. And there was a delay in him getting ready to get the dice. So it was like, get up from the table. But I didn't. I stayed there. And I had about 195 on the table. He rolled them dice. He got so what the point was. Next roll, craps. So the 195 that was on the table was picked up. But I was still up 480 for the night. But of course, your mindset says, if I had listened to my instincts, then I would be 480 plus the 195. But instead, I was just 480 up. So, you know, I'd be like 600 and something up right now on the first night of only being in the casino for about 3 hours, because that's about all I could take in a casino. But the thing is that song played in my head. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Because I knew a few times that night when people were rolling dice at different tables, I knew when to get up. But my instinct, I didn't listen to my gut brain. I didn't listen to that power chakra saying, get up, get up. I didn't listen to my instinct. If I had listened to my instinct each time, then I'd be up way more than 480. There were times when my instinct said, hey, put down a big bet on that on the field where there's a 12 and a 12 plays triple. Put the big bet down. Did I put it down? No. Next roll, boom, 12. So I would have got paid triple. If I'd have put a $25 tip down, that'd have been $75 win, right? So pick up 100. If I'd have put a $100 chip down, that'd have been a $300 win. Boom, pick up 400. I didn't do it because I wasn't listening to my gut all the time. And that's what I want you guys to understand. No matter what we're dealing with, no matter what we're talking about, when your gut brain starts talking to you, you got to take that moment to listen to your gut brain. How many times have opportunities passed you by and you didn't listen to your gut brain? So now that I'm down here in Biloxi and y'all see beautiful, beautiful beach. You know, this is great weather for this time of year for me. I mean, I know some of you guys would like the sunshine, but people are hunting seashells out there. But the house that we're Airbnb-ing, 2 houses over, there's a house for sale. It's been completely remodeled and renovated. 3 houses down, there's another house for sale. It's been completely remodeled and renovated. My gut brain said, stop at the house, take the pictures, get the information on the house so that you can investigate whether or not this would be a good Airbnb for you. Because I'm looking at the fact of the Airbnb we're staying in. What we're paying for this weekend would more than likely pretty much is paying the mortgage for the house, paying most of the utilities for the house. So everything else that this house makes is profit. So that's one of the things that we talk about in my financial programs is you got to be willing to step out there on your gut instinct, on your also thought processes. You know, you need to get the information. Don't just go strictly on gut. Get the knowledge, get the information. Then, you know, figure out, let your gut tell you the rest. So my gut is telling me to research these 2 houses, to investigate what is going on. Now, many people will say, oh, you know, they keep having storms, things get torn down. Yeah, things get torn down and things get built up. Storms come and storms go. That doesn't mean that you give in, because no matter where you live, there's always something that can happen. but you listen to that gut. My gut is telling me to listen to go ahead and investigate these houses. So don't be surprised if down the road you see me talking about the fact that I purchased 1 or 2 houses down here to convert over to Airbnbs or any other type of vacation rental. You got to listen to that gut. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to walk away. You got to know when to run. You got to count your blessings, true, when you're sitting at that table. You're getting ready to sign that paperwork, make that business deal. But you got to know that you have taken care of yourself and that you're squared away so that when the dealing is done and you follow that instinct, you come out on top. Same thing in relationships, same things in every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life, you got to listen to your gut. Your gut has told you so many times what to do and what not to do. But how many times did you ignore your gut? I'm sure that you've done that plenty of times where you've ignored that gut instinct, that feeling right here. So my cousin Janet, they're headed to the casino, as she said. She calls it the casino. They're headed to the casino right now. I'm going to investigate some other properties and things like that. They're headed to the casino. When I get to the casino later on, I'm going to follow my gut more. I'm going to be more attentive to my gut. I'm going to sit, and maybe you're thinking like, well, how do I follow my gut? How do I know it's not my gut? How do I know it's fear? How do I know I'm not emotionalizing? One thing is your gut, you feel it here. It just physically, you feel it here. You feel it right here. And then it translates to your brain of what to do. So you feel it right here. When it's emotionalized, you feel it here and in your throat. You know, that's when that's fear or some form of anxiety that's going on. But even that fear and anxiety can be a signal for you to get up from the table, right? You might get up a little bit early. I got up a little early on this one lady. She was rolling good, and I got up a little bit early, and then I watched her. She went through like 3 more points. I should have stayed there. I went through her 3 more points. I was a little bit early on her because I felt it in here instead of feeling it down here. If I would have waited here, I wouldn't have got up so early. See that little kid in the background? But I wouldn't have got up so early. But you know, you practice. You got to learn your gut, your signals, the thing that click with you. But most of the time you feel your gut right here. Your stomach is telling you, your stomach brain is telling you what to do. It's connected to that part of your energy, the energy of the room, the energy of other people. And I know some of you are going to say that there is a mathematical formula as well. There's a certain number of times the die will fall a certain way, and that's true as well. So have that knowledge, right? Have the knowledge to back whatever you're doing. When I look at these houses, I'm going to look at where they are, how much destruction these houses have incurred, because the streets, I noticed that certain streets in certain areas have more destruction than other areas. I've been down to Biloxi for I come down here quite often, quite a few times over the last like 15, 20 years, but I noticed some streets have more destruction than others. That some houses have been here a lot longer than others. So I got to look at the water tables. I got to look at like the insurance policies and where claims have been done more often than other times. I got to look at the history of the weather patterns and see how they're changing. So there is some intellectual things that you look at, but at the end of the day, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You got to count your money. But anyway, so I appreciate you guys. Check out my other videos. Please hit that subscribe button, and y'all have a great day. And remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Support us on Patreon.